In addition to being one of the most powerful presidents in the world, Vladimir Putin is a man who knows how to enjoy a life of luxury. But have you ever stopped to think about how this head of state lives? In this video, you'll discover everything about Vladimir Putin's secret life.
Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notifications, and check the option all. But here is, you have to do all of that in less than 5 seconds. You got it? And if you can, write in the comments. #AllAboutSubscribe. Alright, let's get started.
Career. Born in 1952 in St. Petersburg, Russia's second largest city, Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin is the current president of the largest country on the planet. Coming from a family closely linked to politics, with a grandmother who had been a chef for Lenin and Stalin, and with a father fighting in World War II, Vladimir, while studying law, became interested in public life, joining the Communist Party. Very passionate about espionage, the young man joined the National Security Committee, the KGB, and was a strong name in the Russian Secret Service. In 1999, Putin was invited to assume important positions in the government, and since then he has never left politics, ranging from the positions of prime minister and president to the present day. For remaining in power for so long and taking measures considered authoritarian, Vladimir is widely observed and criticized by the Russian opposition and international organizations. Another aspect that draws the attention of many people is the lifestyle that the president leads, with many luxuries, comforts, and amenities worthy of a true king. Putin's Palace. Russia's most powerful man is always in the world's spotlight, and recently, his main political opponent, Alexei Navalny, exposed in great detail Putin's previously secret and luxurious palace. It is the largest private construction in the country, located on the shores of the Black Sea, in the western area of Russian territory. To give you an idea of the grandeur of Putin's castle, the land is the size of 39 Monacos, an independent city-state, that is, about 30 square miles. The address has all the attractions you can imagine, such as an impressive 5-story underground ice hockey rink, a sport the president is passionate about, a 27,000-square-foot outdoor greenhouse with several species cared for by gardeners, walls of vegetation full of sculptures, an emblematic church in the middle of the gardens, a 260-foot cantilever bridge, 2 helicopter spaces on a large helipad, a large tower to enable communications, a 27,000-square-meter guest house, an amphitheater for classical architecture under construction, where there can be musical concerts or, who knows, a gladiator battle. Several parking spaces and residential buildings where employees may live. Another dormitory that seems to serve the most privileged positions. To access the beach, there's an underground tunnel with an exit to the sand, in addition to having a secret room that has a window overlooking the sea. The Central Palace alone, where the rooms are located, has 190,000 square feet. One of the employees who worked on the site, shocked and furious at the luxury of the property, shared important documents about the castle's interior. With this information, it was possible to make 3D designs that show what the interior of the mansion looks like quite truthfully. The design is classic Italian, with the main room filled with expensive furniture, lots of decorative items, and even gold-plated walls. Truly luxurious. There is also a huge marble-clad lobby in the palace, where there is a bar to receive guests of the high nobility. Right next to this setting is the majestic Velvet Curtain Theater, or concert hall, and a 2-story auditorium filled with sofas and luxurious accommodations. Other rooms that do not go unnoticed in the castle are an intimate room, with hookahs and a stage for pole dancing, a huge casino filled with gaming tables, an arcade with electronic dance mat, a meeting room with models and a bookcase with collectible cars, an 80-foot-long swimming pool, a well-equipped gym, in addition to many other rooms, all luxuriously decorated. To ensure the protection of this palace, the 17,000-acre land adjacent to the palace belongs to the Russian Federal Security Service. And interestingly, this entire area was leased until 2068. So access to the tycoon's house by land becomes practically unfeasible. In order to fly over or navigate over this territory, it is necessary to have authorization from the National Security Agency. And with this information, you can already understand that Putin thought of exactly everything to have a fortress of his own, which would guarantee his own safety until the end of his life. Of course, the president of Russia denied that this property is his, but his opponent made a point of pointing out several surprising details about Vladimir's secret and luxurious mansion. And the price to have one of the largest and most sumptuous palaces ever seen on planet Earth, fit for a king, is estimated at $1.3 billion. Indeed, Putin's residence is unbelievable. Other properties. Putin has lived for more than 20 years in the official property called Novo Ogarevo, a mansion that belongs to the state, but which he chooses as his definitive home. The main house on the property was built in the 19th century, and unlike the American White House, Novo Ogarevo is closed to the public, but it was the place where the president received Barack Obama. And although Putin does not own the property, under Russian law, any former president can choose a residence to be his home for the rest of his life. He also owns several other properties around Russia, such as an official summer house on the Black Sea coast, where the president can take rest days with greater contact with nature. Another place that Putin can enjoy whenever he wants is the Vladimir Inn, a place that, when it is not closed to receive him, can receive visitors who pay up to $800 per day. Luxurious purchases. Vladimir Putin is certainly one of the world's presidents who leads a life ruled by luxuries. To dress well, Russians love to wear designer clothes and accessories. He has been seen, for example, training in a Loro Piana silk sweatshirt that costs a total of $3,200. His suits and blazers are usually exclusive custom-made pieces from brands such as Kiton and Brioni, in addition to wearing Valentino ties. When it comes to watches, the president has a collection worth a fortune, having already been spotted wearing models that together add up to millions of dollars. Not to mention that he invests in works of art, with an estimated gallery of more than $2 billion, such as paintings by Leonardo da Vinci. For an annual salary of $112,000, Vladimir's lifestyle isn't bad at all, is it? $1 million aircraft. The president of giant Russia has been seen several times enjoying different models of aircraft, each one being handpicked for each specific occasion. Some sources claim that Putin owns more than a staggering 50 jets. Literally speaking, he does not own these planes, but being the only political power in the country, the kingpin can act as if the state's air vehicles are really his. To give you an idea of the luxuriousness, one of his Dassault Falcon 7X model jets is considered one of the most technological in the world, with capacity for up to 16 passengers. No wonder this machine costs about $40 million. Another of Vladimir's aircrafts is an Ilyushin 296, which has a capacity of up to 300 passengers, but which was all customized to suit the president's taste. Only one of the cabins in this plane is valued at $11 million, and it was equipped with top-quality materials, and the bathroom is also all gold-plated. The estimated price of this treat? About $50 million. Not to mention the various helicopters always at the disposal of the head of state. Yachts. When it comes to luxury vessels, Vladimir Putin has a jaw-dropping nautical fleet, having perhaps the most expensive and sophisticated yachts on the market. One of the most powerful of the president's boats was formerly called Le Fun, and which was renamed the Chaika, which translated means seagull. A 177-foot-long boat produced in Turkey, which was purchased by Putin's administrative department in 2011. It is a fully functional maritime vessel capable of transatlantic voyages covering over 4,000 miles, comfortably accommodating up to 12 guests on board. And the amount paid for the purchase of this high-end vessel was not disclosed, but some sources point out that the approximate price is $40 million. Another vessel that supposedly belongs to the president is the so-called The Graceful, which was commissioned with special features, such as a 50-foot-long indoor pool, which can be converted into a dance floor. The yacht also has a helipad at its rear for ease of movement, a panoramic elevator, a balcony with fitness equipment overlooking the sea, an outdoor hot tub, and a lot of sophistication in its decoration to accommodate 15 VIP guests. And of course, the master suite is worthy of a palace, with a luxurious marble-tiled bathroom. To give you an idea, it is estimated that an average of $7 million must be spent each year to maintain this vessel, and it is worth around $110 million. Cars. Vladimir Putin, like most politicians in the world, has his day-to-day and his lifestyle closely watched. After all, no nation wants to see their tax money being used to feed the luxuries of the rulers. Many sources claim that Putin has a vast collection of his own cars in his garage. But the great boss of Russia has declared as his own only simple cars, which do not attract much attention, such as the model ZAS 968 and the Lada Kalina Sport. As president, he is entitled to use great state cars, such as the Russian RS Senat L700, a Rolls-Royce-looking car with a sophisticated interior, which costs about $300,000. Another vehicle Putin has used many times is a Mercedes-Benz S600 Pullman, a 6.5-meter-long armored luxury machine with a 530 horsepower V12 engine. The interior of the car is designed for 2 main occupants and 2 more seated in the front of them, a layout to provide plenty of comfort. It is no wonder that to enjoy such a limousine, it is necessary to pay approximately $1.5 million. Fortune. Imagine leading for more than 2 decades the largest country in the world, which occupies a strategic territory in Europe and Asia. Despite having a relatively low salary for the lifestyle he leads, with a salary of approximately $112,000 a year, Vladimir Putin is a very powerful man. As he himself has said, he considers himself the richest man in Europe, since his wealth goes far beyond his material assets. After all, he holds great powers capable of providing him with a luxurious lifestyle. He holds under his control, for example, the country's monetary reserve, the potent military force, in addition to Russia's giant naval, air, and land fleet, all at his disposal. We can therefore consider that his fortune was not actually built only with his president's salary, because he controls and enjoys all the wealth that his country produces. To give you an idea, according to the World Bank, Russia's GDP in 2020 was almost $1.5 trillion, a value very close to the GDP of Brazil. And there were sources who claimed that, in fact, Vladimir Putin's secret fortune is approximately $200 billion, an amount so large that it would already place him among the richest men in the world.
Hey, you liked the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment. And tell some suggestions of another videos. And hopefully we gonna do it all about channel, your curiosity in videos.